The main character doesn't have to do much to win. And that's what you are. You're the main character. I always think about this like in our culture, like especially the West, because I'm here in America, we have such an emphasis on like the hustle girl, like boss babe, like do it all. Like I could do it all, I could be it all, I can have it all. And the reality of it is you can have it all without doing it all and being it all. You know what I mean? Like being tricked into hustle culture and being the girl that can just do a million and one things and can multitask and all this, if that's not what you want to do, and if it's not primarily benefiting you, it's not in your best interest. It's not in your best interest. It's not something you should do. And if you kind of lead with that, kind of show people, oh, I can do everything, this and that, people will take advantage of that because it's almost like you're putting a target on your head, like, well, you can do it all, so why wouldn't I ask you? Like, why wouldn't I make my life easier by making that girl do it all because she's always professing how she can do it all. And as the main character, as being a beautiful woman, like you can get by, and not even just get by, you can excel with minimal effort. Like I think about like in the past, the jobs that I've had, the things that I've pursued, how even like just by me showing up, I was put in a position that other girls had to do a lot and jump through hoops just to achieve that. Like, have you guys noticed that within yourself? Like, there have been jobs that I've gotten and I literally, like, I'm not even joking, I would walk in and just say, I want the job here. No resume, no nothing. And I would get hired on the spot. And it wasn't always just jobs. Like, it was actually like, other areas in my life, like different things I wanted to try and pursue. Like I could just walk in and just say, this is what I want. And it happens for me. And it's like, there's other women who have to go above and beyond just to kind of like not even get where I'm going. You know what I mean? I think about this. There's a reel going around, or maybe it's not a reel. I think it's a meme, and it's like America's Next Top Model. And the girl was beautiful. She had the figure, she had the face, she had the personality. But when it came time to pose, like she did the absolute most. And it was funny because I was reading the comments and it was like, we were all rooting for you and this and that. And it's like, it definitely brings my point home. When you are the main character, when you have that it factor, you don't have to do the most. Like, honestly, just showing up that's all that's required of you. Like, I'm not bragging about this, but I have shown up to jobs and situations and places and I haven't even done my best and I still progress and I still excel. And it's like, it's not because of any other reason other than like, I'm me. Like I have that it factor. I am the main character. And as I'm talking to you diamonds, like obviously you relate because you're here. Like if you hear this message, this is for you. Like this is meant for you. This is directed towards you. You have that it factor. You have that just essence about you where it's like you can just get by, you can just excel, you can do the most, like, or not do the most, you can have the most without doing the most. Like there's just something about you. And I'm gonna be honest with you, there's times in your life when you don't realize you're that girl and other people notice you're that girl, and if they realize you don't realize that, baby, they're gonna try to trick you out your spot. They're gonna manipulate you. They're gonna try to sabotage you and this and that. And if you're not cautious, you will fall for it. So, perfect example. I'm going to talk about me for a moment. I was like conditioned and brainwashed and all of this to be the boss babe, to be the boss chick, to do it all, to have it all, by friends, by like even family members, like they like almost conditioned me and raised me to work 10 times as hard just so they can have things easier. And I was always I was always struggling and barely surviving. But I was always in the position where I could help everyone else. And I didn't help myself because I was always under the condition of helping everyone else. You know what I mean? And it wasn't until I'm one of those people. It's so funny. I actually ran into an old friend. And I hadn't seen this friend in like maybe 8 years. And they had said to me, like, oh my gosh, I was just asking about you. I was like, oh really? And they're like, yeah, like, you know, the person I was asking you about, we're always we're always talking how you just completely disappeared. Like that's me. I am the type of person, in my previous video where I talked about like I'm very regenerative, that's something I focus on. I am the type of person, I will cut everything off and start from ground zero and disappear like you never knew. Like I will become like a phantom of your imagination. You will literally question your sanity and think, did this woman even exist? Like that's who I am. But I say that to say, I was conditioned to be the boss chick in everyone else's life, to fix everyone else's problems, to be the person everyone else can call on, and I couldn't even call on myself. So I just kind of went ghost mode on everybody. Like I literally went ghost mode. And this is part one to another video that's coming out. But anyways, I I realized that being the boss chick for everyone else does not serve me, because I am the only one responsible for me. You know what I mean? Like no one else is obligated to take care of me but me. So if I'm prioritizing everybody else and taking care of anybody else, who is prioritizing taking care of me? Right? So you guys see where I'm going with this? So put yourself in this scenario. If you are prioritizing taking care of everyone else and doing everything for everyone else, who is prioritizing you? Who's prioritizing you? If you can't prioritize yourself and you prioritize everyone else, who's taking care of you? If you're ever going to be that boss chick and do 100% for anything, it should be yourself. When it comes to everyone else in your life, you need to show up in the way that it helps you the most. And a lot of times showing up with that minimal mindset of, you know, if I can help you, I will, but I'm not going to stress myself out trying to figure out how to help you. That should be your mindset. Now, when it comes to yourself, you definitely do everything under the sun for you. But for anyone else, if you can do it, do it. If you want to do it, do it. If you cannot, don't even explain yourself, because no is a complete sentence. It's a complete sentence, and you can say that. You don't have to do the most for anybody but yourself. And like I said, when you're the main character, a lot of times, just by you showing up, you have already succeeded. Just by you showing up, you have already won. Just know that when you're the main character, everything that's meant for you will happen for you. Everything that is like destined and designed for you will happen for you. And it doesn't take you sacrificing your firstborn and staying up for 82 hours and, you know, eating bark off of trees. Like, I'm just saying all these absolute crazy things just to drive that point home. Like, you don't have to do the most to have the things that are meant for you. You don't have to do the most when you're the main character. Like, everything that is aligned in you, everything that is aligned for you is going to happen for you. And a lot of times, when you're putting a lot of effort and energy and force into things that are not even in your best interest or not even in alignment with you, you can be pushing things away from you because you're not even in your best energy. You're not even in your best space. It's kind of like when you order something to eat and you know it's supposed to come to you, you just kind of sit back and wait. You know, you're not checking what everyone else is ordering. You're not looking on the menu or looking at the menu for other restaurants. You're not doing the most. You're not asking the server, hey, how can I help you make my food come out quicker? No, they're going to bring you your food because that's what's owed to you. That's what you deserve. That's what's coming for you. You just sit back and relax. You know, realize that by being a beautiful woman, just by showing up, you've done enough. Like, anyone who tries to tell you, oh, don't focus on your beauty or don't focus on the way you look, this and that, baby, if they had your looks, they wouldn't say that. I guarantee you. Because the people who have it, they understand, no, this is my strength. Like, the reality of it is, like, there's this I'm like stuck on it. There's a scripture and it's like, open your eyes and see how the wicked are punished. Like, by losing you, by losing your energy, by losing your presence, by losing your essence, like, that's a damn punishment. You know, and it's like, if you are where you are just by, you know, doing the most and it was hard, it was stressful. Imagine where you'll be when you put yourself on ease mode and relax and just completely calm down and just show up the way you're meant to show up in minimal effort. Because that's what the main character does. She just shows up and gets what she wants. She doesn't have to do much.